cool, am I not?
You know what, game? Just fuck me. Just fuck me. You know what? We are dropping Sealer from the pie, I think, and we're gonna bring our resident mage in.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
I'm actually legit pissed off with that. That fight should not have been that stupid. And all he had was a composite longbow. Like, it's not even a fucking good weapon. What the fuck? A seasoned assassin's arm. One with this armor, you have concealment against all range attack and weapon and touch. Whenever you receive a critical hit from a range attack, your DR, you gain DR. Ah, that's fucking stupid. I'm gonna give you that so you can seasonally assassin them. And Mantle of Night.
We march ahead.
Fucking hell, grants damage resistance, negative bullshit. Like, see, the thing is, Pathfinder is meant to be hard. Like, I understand this. Like, this is what really pisses me off about this game. Like, is this such a good game? But even on, like, a difficulty that's meant to be welcoming to new players, the game is absolutely horrid. Even when you're this far in, like, take me up there so I can stop crying. Now, mate, this game is already fucking stupid, likely hard. Like, I don't understand how it could be any harder. Walking down the street in Arashino, you see Ember. She is sitting on the ground, surrounded by demons, shielding a scrawny babao, who looks like he's been eaten. What are you doing to him? You're hurting him. Hey, you little ragamuffin, we'll beat you up too. Who are you anyway? I am immortal, weak and silly. Compared to you, I'm a mayfly. One moment I'm here, the next I'm gone. But you better listen to what I tell you because I've lived more than you have. Do it carefully. This might be the most important thing you hear in your entire lives. Yeah, right. We've always dreamed of listening to what a charred piece of meat has to say. The demon draws close to the girl, who looks her over with contempt. What are these riddles? What of all the riddles? What do you mean you've lived more than us? Very simple. I haven't lived very long, but I have friends, those I can protect, those who are glad to see me. There are many sad things, but I still know what happiness is. But you, beating, biting, fearing, hating each other? Are you really happy? And if you aren't, is this any kind of life? So yeah, I've lived a lot, but you spent centuries and centuries without really living. Bah, this little brat, this lump of meat is going to preach to us. The demon gives a predatory sniff, bends down, and shows off his mouth filled with sharp teeth. You know what makes me happy? Gobbling up tasty piece of meat like you. Ember looks at him serenely. He reaches out and strokes his horned head with a burnt hand. Poor thing, you are so hurt and scared all the time. You feel a bit better for a while when you torture others and forget about your suffering. But is it really happiness? The demon recalls from a touch. There is a combination of surprise and terror on his fearsome face. Are you crazy or something? The demons stand around the girl. Their faces show caution and rapacious interest. It is clear that they are slightly afraid of the strange girl, who shows no fear, but at the same time see no obvious threat. I warn you, this girl is under my protection. If anyone so much touches her, they won't be leaving here in one piece. The demons cautiously look over you. No one's going to touch her. What would we want with a little run like that? Come on, little one. Come now, little one. Keep telling your lies. What were you saying? Love, friendship, that sort of drivel? The witch probably wants to sell us something. Some magic potion or herbs. Come on, show us what you have. What? No, I'm not selling anything. I just wanted to tell you how much you're missing. I mean, you're free. Freer than anyone in the world. But you just use this freedom to make life miserable for yourself and everyone else. Think how much happier you could be. Ember keeps preaching. The demons listen, occasionally interrupting the girl with laughter and obscene jokes. Finally, they grow bored and walk away. They left. Do you really think they understand anything? These are not humans. Demons are evil by nature. Words cannot change that. But sometimes the demons do repent and angels do fall. Their natures are not all powerful. You know, I was thinking, I tried sending prayer to the Demon Lords, and I keep talking to demons in the street, but one of them, Demon Lords, lives right in the city, Nocticula, right? What if I try to talk to her? Not through prayer, but in person. You're going to meet with her sooner or later, aren't you? Please take me with you. I'm sure we'll meet face to face. If we meet face to face, like you and I are talking right now, I'll be able to convince her to stop being so mean. You'll take me, promise. No! You're like one of my worst party members. Why the fuck would I bring you? I don't want to handicap myself.
This task is beyond me.
We have an athletics check.
Thanks, lad.
It's good that Lan literally just doesn't fail athletic checks anymore.
I am helpful, am I not?
Looks like the rooftops could be bypassed to get the streets above. Oh, wow, okay then.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
You are, Lan. Ooh, chest. Up we go.
Mongrel did it.
I sense something. I am helpful, am I
I kind of
not?
want to return to the Nexus so I can go get rid of Steeler. Does Steeler have anything on her that I'd want? Not really, no. Hmm. Amulet of Mighty Fists. It's a shame that I don't attack with my fist there. She's just a therapist, they can't handle the truth. Whereas the rank in athletics can bonus damage roll and accessible charge attack. Let me guess, I don't have any yeah, I have +7 to athletics. You know what? Are they better than my boots? I don't actually think I need my current boots. I'm gonna give those to Steeler. This demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice is dull and tired, but his demeanor is calm and self-assured. He clearly believes himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal of mythic abilities. How fortunate that you have made your way into the abyss. Moreover, you have come to Shinra, which makes things even more convenient for me, yes. What a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. For you. Demon remains silent for a moment. Either he is hesitant to reveal his name, or he simply enjoys prolonging the suspense. I am Mutasafan. I am at present Hapsamira's most trusted alchemist. I'm on a mission for her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Xanathir Vang was working on something similar in your Worldwound. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him. It does not matter. I'm superior to him in all respects, and I keep better pets. Surely it's dangerous for a valued scientist to stroll around Shinra, ambushing enemies. His voice remains flat and indifferent. Believe it or not, I am in absolutely no danger. You need me to be what? Something to study, take apart, test. For the first time you hear enthusiasm in the demon's voice. You see, I actually like you very much, though I doubt my way of expressing it will bring me much enjoyment. I'm afraid the demons you've previously met have given you the wrong impression about our kind. You may think we only want to poison and destroy, especially when it comes to Crusaders and their ideal leaders. But that's not who I am. I am a different breed. I love everything that is new, unexplored, and untested. and I'm quite positive that I get enough of your blood and tissue and create something new and unique from them. Angels, for example, make excellent use of fuel for our machines. What uses could be found in such an unusual mortal? Are you going to attack me or... Yes, let's get started, shall we? He turns around. Servants, you don't have to take this specimen alive. I just need the body. Your arrogance blinds you, demon. Do you really think it'd be easy for you to escape things you do not get, if things do not get your way? I thought demons were smarter and stronger in the Abyss, but that is certainly not the case with this demon. I say gods cannot hear our prayers here in the Abyss. Perhaps they'll hear your frightened squeals, demon. What is that I hear? A friendly voice in the Abyss? What good fortune. More vivisection material? Excellent.
We will prevail.
Argonia, I had this handled. We were going to just say hello and run away.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
And Yeniel, you're like 9... Oh, that's Targona. Like, Targonia, you're way too old as well. But Yaniel, specifically, you're legitimately way too old to become fighting.
Do not hold back.
Oh, come on, game. What is it with giving me shit rolls? Like, no matter what I do, my rolls get whiffed. It's absolute bullshit. He nearly killed Seela in... What is this? At this point, I legit do not know what's going on.
Spirits demand your blood.
Like, we still have the vast majority of our buffs, and we are like ants to these people.
You won't survive me.
I think I just need to go get Nenio, so I have a mage with me.
Assist me at once.
Make your peace.
The Arushale, sorry, has like this remarkable ability to not suck. That was educational, perhaps too educational. I must take my leave. What's happening? Why can't I teleport? Why?
Endure this.
And this is where all the attacks get whiffed and I get killed before I can actually do anything. You know what? Just heal.
The Inheritor, guide my blade. No glory without risk.
Oh look, is that wait? That's no, that's the Echo of Deskari.
There's not much Iomede's servants could do that would surprise me, but I did not expect to see you in the Abyss. What should I do with such a sudden gift? Deal with you on the spot, or let you thrash around in agony? Oh, I know what I'll choose.
The Echo of Deskari tilts his head slightly to the side. His voice is casual, as if he were merely continuing a recent dinner conversation. Berenga nods to you casually. A stately grey-haired warrior straightens her shoulder proudly and tightens her grip on her weapon. You barely recognize Yeniel as the woman you rescued from captivity.
Light shines brightest in the darkness, monster. You will be defeated in the Abyss, just as you were once defeated on Galarian.
What kind of creature are you? An angel? But you have the flesh of the Abyss.
Do you not remember me, monster? I am Targona, the Silver. I thank heaven for our meeting, for I will soon behold the death of the one who robbed me of my brother, Lariel.
Now I understand how hot the fire of your rage must be burning, Angel. One day you will learn that such fire can scorch you too.
At the sound of Lariel's name, a shadow passes across the Echoes of Deskari's face. You see a strange, evil cunning in his eyes. What have you done with Katir, Echo? I assure you cannot wait to gloat.
I will say only one thing. My victim is still alive, but so much time has passed. I'll allow you to imagine the rest.
Something resembling a smile flickers across the monster's frightening visage.
This is terrible news, but there is still some hope. If we can track down our enemy, we can discover where he is keeping his prisoner.
Death to all
I
monsters.
have no desire to fight you, mortal. If the Abyss doesn't finish you off quickly enough, I might hurry things along, but not yet.
Our enemy is gone, however the spell that he cast gave me some insight into his movements. We retreated to a nearby portal and used it to teleport somewhere. I could not determine the precise location of the portal, but I am sure we can find it, and when we do, we can discover where the Echo is hiding. Echo is cunning, and it will be difficult to catch him off guard. Dagona, how did you get here? Oh yes, my radiant sister. My heart is gladdened by your presence, but I am also surprised to see you. How did you find us here? Why did you decide to come? You avoided me when I was in Dresden. She sighs. It's a long story, and I would prefer not to speak openly about it here. It would be better to have this conversation in a safe place, as if such a thing exists in the Abyss. But to put it briefly, I heard that you, Samael, were sent to the Abyss on a special mission, and suddenly it was as if I was awakening from a dream. I had been so preoccupied with my own grief that I had forgotten what was important. Our enemies are not yet defeated, and there are many who still fight bravely on the front lines of the war. At the moment, I decided that I would do whatever it takes to find you in the Abyss. Greetings, Samael. Do you remember snatching old Yaniel from the clutches of that demon Menago? Well, a day in Dresden was enough for me to realize that I couldn't just leave. I'm not meant to live out the rest of my life in peace and safety. We may all fall, but once a paladin, always a paladin. I was lucky enough to meet Targona and begged her to take me over to the Abyss. I want to repay the debt I owe you. Mendev, you tore me away from my hermit life and convinced me to rejoin the Crusader armies. Then you decided to go to the Abyss and leave us all behind. I thought that was rather rude, so I followed you here. Perhaps my special warn powers, or whatever Targona calls them, will come in handy while we're in the Abyss, and if not, I always have my sword. It was not that hard to travel to the Abyss, however, it was difficult to find you. Our prayer is not heard in this cursed place, and everything here is hostile to my power. But it was our enemy who helped me, albeit unknowingly. I was able to follow the Echo's trail and led me here. Out of the Inheritor, did you say that you tracked the Echo? I did what I could. He was unable to utilize the traditional method of demon transportation. The power of the Holy Warden is almost identical to the power of the Wardstones, so the Echo could not teleport away. It was as if it was close to a real Wardstone. However, he still managed to elude my gaze. There's every indication that a portal is located nearby, and the power of the Wardstones does not affect such magical structures. Unfortunately, I do not know the exact location of this portal, so we need to discuss how we can find it. There's a place here that's known as the Nexus. It's where the Rift of the Midnight Fane leads to collection of portals. We can meet there and discuss everything. It's a wise decision. Let us come to council. We'll discuss what our enemy is planning and how we can find his lair.
I'm trusting you.
And like that, everyone ignores what just happened. Like that, we just got some cool new items. Me attack must pass fortune shape, becomes second or vulnerable to ask for 4 rounds. Meh. Not bad, but it's just a bit meh still. There's a improved version of prismatic spray once per day, a 70 level wizard. Useless on anyone else but someone who's a caster. That's shite. Heavy crossbow 4, not as good as the heavy crossbow of degradation apparently. Not that I ever fucking attack with it really. Get a quick save. Wow, we know where all the loot is for some reason. Well, that's weird.
I welcome your company.
I will guide us.
Into the Grim Mansion. Why not?
Can't hide from me.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
I tried not to walk on that, but that didn't work.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh wow, a cloak of +5 resistance? Yeah. See, my cape would be good if it actually did anything fucking good for me, so... I'm gonna give myself a cape of +5 resistance instead. You are a melee combatant, which means why you've got a +3. You've only got a +2, so I don't have any new ones to give you anyway, so it's okay. That doesn't help her.
Godspeed.
I feel like when this map was made, they fucked up a little bit because I can see outside of the building, which doesn't normally happen. Okay. Game's definitely feeling a little bit laggy. I'm actually gonna put my FPS counter on and see what FPS I'm getting. And my FPS counter just doesn't want to go on apparently. Hey game, oh right, it's not here, it's down there. Okay, fair enough.
Let us press on.
Okay, apparently that doesn't work here. Okay. You know there's a portal somewhere over here. If there's any settings I can turn down, because for some reason the game just wants to fucking suck. I don't know what it is, but the game just... the more quick saves I do, the more the game just likes to really, well, not be happy. The flesh markets are one of the largest slave markets of the Abyss. Since the opening of the Worldwound, it has been flooded with captives from Galarian. So close to reading that as well.
God will guide us.
I can't understand that. Master is delighted to be behold Lady Hapsamira and Lady Shamira. It is a great honor for him. How may he assist you? Hapsamira is looking for some slaves, the best slaves. It's an important job. Allow me to present this fine specimen, an extraordinary, belligerent, destructive, and vicious slave. Killed 7 hunters before his captive. Shut your mouth, meatball. Your breath stinks. I don't need gladiators or bodyguards. I'm looking for a pack of strong demons, one who are not very bright and can obey orders. In that case, perhaps my lady would be interested in this batch of creatures recently captured in the lower cities. They're all strong and quite stupid. Hapsamira, what do you want with these puny creatures? They're small. They're small fry, fit for only be cannon fodder for the Crusaders. I would suggest They seem fine to me. Finish the preparations and send them to the harem of ardent dreams, and be quick about it. I need to find a way back to the... Okay, here we go. Get a quick save. A sudden searing pain forced you to your knees. For a moment you feel as though you are starting a frying pan. Your skin is on fire and the agony is unbearable. The world goes dim around you and you find yourself unable to breathe. As you fade in and out of consciousness, you hear the angel Targona screaming in pain somewhere nearby. Then the pain stops. The hand of the inheritor is standing over you. His hands aglow with healing light. My righteous comrade, what happened? I felt no evil spell, but both of you suddenly screamed in agony. I don't know, Targona whispers. I suddenly felt like I was burning. I was bound, hand and foot, unable to defend myself when I was burning. Wait, don't heal me yet. Hand of the inheritor, I need answers. I want to study these invisible burns. What could it be? A curse? A spell? I didn't sense anything. I still don't. But we're in the abyss. Many things are possible here. I just hope it doesn't happen again. Well, if it does, perhaps we can better understand the nature of your affliction. However, we have much to discuss. Let's put the matter of this mysterious little ailment aside for now. How are we going to find the Echo of Deskari? Our mission is to eliminate the threat of the 100 crystals. That should remain our priority, but we cannot ignore the Echo. Our insidious enemy knows that you are in the Abyss, champion, and it is clear that he plans to kill you. Moreover, there is still the matter of the hostages that he took from Plura's fall. I know how the Echo of Deskari thinks. I am certain that his lair is not in Alushinra. I believe he holds his captives in the Rasping Rifts, his lord's realm. However, as I've mentioned before, he must have a portal hidden somewhere in the city. It wouldn't surprise me if the portal was sealed or guarded, but we must still try to find it. I can try to help with that. Let Samael focus on our mission. I will search the portal. You can't go into the City of Demons alone, sister. Your maimed wing may deceive some of the demons into believing you are a fallen angel. They'll still not all be fooled. This is why the champion and I ought to help you. It will not keep us from fulfilling our primary mission. Very well, I'll follow your lead, but first I need to follow up on a hunch. I'll be near the portal that leads from Nexus to Alashinra. Meet me there. What do you do now? The Echo does not work alone. He has numerous spies and contacts among the demons involved in the Worldwound. If we track down one of the Echo's allies, they might lead us straight to him. We could search for the Echoes of Deskari's henchmen here in Alashinra. That'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Fortune may favor us, but we still would be trusting everything to chance. A more reliable method would be to turn to the rulers of this evil city for assistance. After all, we are going to need their help in other matters as well. The hand of the inheritor sounds glum. There is one tried and true method of hunting demons. Make them hunt you instead. The Echo hates everything and everyone related to Iomedae. If I walk into Alushinra and start killing demons and praising the goddess, he is bound to send some of his servants after me. You'll end up with half the Abyss chasing after you. Maybe. The old Paladin chuckles, but you can hear determination's voice. Don't underestimate me, though. I'm not going to sit here and do nothing. All my life, I've been good at two things. Killing demons and staying alive. And that's exactly what I plan to do now. Fine. You can go. Excellent. If you need me, just listen to the sound of prayers and battle cries. Thought that would be hard to find. I have to go. Okay, so this area is now a safe zone. Ancient finds that we can arrange to fight in the arena, become famous again, not to lose his attention, secure an audience to the harem of ardent dreams, and try to secure an audience for... How do you feel about reconciling with your mum? Aunt scratched her head pensively. It's weird. I think I feel happy about it, but I also feel the rug's been pulled out from under me. You know, I never admitted to myself that I was angry at her. I didn't let myself even consider it. I took all my anger out on myself, on the demons, and still. It was like I was carrying around a huge boulder, and now that the weight is gone, I don't know how to live without it. I went back to Nurasan, but she gave me her address. It's strange to think I can write to her, tell her what's on my mind, ask her for her advice. was used to her not being around, to the idea she was gone forever, and I have to get used to her being in my life. Man smiles. Thank you, Samael, for not letting me off the hook. I was mad. I'd have sooner run into the wound and hugged a demon than gone to see her. But it turned out you were right. Thank you. I don't know what the situation is with your parents, but if you get the chance to hug your mum, do it. Well, I'm gonna go fucking rest, because right now that's what we need to do. Please don't give me corrupt. Okay, we don't get corruption if we rest. That's great. Spell scribing doesn't really make any sense, given that we don't have any kit to do that with.
So, how have you described paladins in this encyclopedia of yours, Nenyo? I bet it's something like bull-headed and boring warriors fixated on the principles of goodness and fairness. That's how the world sees us, right?
My definition is something like noble warriors, defenders of the dejected and the downtrodden, who display an aversion to evil in all its manifestations. But your version is also good. I'll add it in.